Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so. This is the next generation of Light Yagami. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the reaction.
To the Shadow Realm. Straight to the Shadow Realm. I recommended this show from a couple of my friends.
Yeah, I've seen it too, but like I cannot fully finish
I
it.
already have candidates for that. So just to hear some blasphemy like this, I had to go check the show out because it's like, especially a show with some pop icon singer as the thumbnail, no shot. I was getting kind of mad going into the show because there is just no way that this show is going to surpass the likes of like Jujutsu Kaisen, Bleach, Hell's Paradise, hour-long episode, and there will be spoilers in this video. So if you haven't seen the show, I would recommend.
Yeah,
it.
if you haven't watched it yet,
I was already informed it was gonna get intense, and that it wouldn't be what I expected it to be. I'm thinking this is on some quintessential.
And like the comedy in it.
I haven't even seen that show. I'm just taking a guess. And when we start the show, we have this girl. She's fangirling over this pop star.
Yeah, the pop star.
AI, whatever. She's
AI.
on life support. She's going
AI. Oh no.
And the doctor and the sick girl basically build a relationship over this pop singer. And then the sick girl eventually passes away. Rest in peace. But I guess it was like some flashback sequence thing. And the doctor explained to one of his coworkers why he is so infatuated with this pop star girl. And then after that whole set of dialogue, this pop star girl miraculously pops up in the hospital, pregnant with twins, 16. The doctor's sitting here internally fangirling over this. And now he's going to be her gynecologist, and I'm still not thinking anything of it. And then we have these two gentlemen sitting in the waiting room talking about, if I die now, there's a chance I'll be reborn as an idol's kid, right? And they really put emphasis on it, so I sort of saw the direction it was going, but I didn't know how they were going to get there. So
I mean, I only seen clip of it. I really haven't actually watched much of it.
And they have this little roof scene, and she was getting a little cryptic for me. I don't know like what the fuck she was talking about. It seemed a little villainous.
Sassy,
like,
sassy baka.
Exquisite love, and her eyes were glistening.
I mean,
so as I'm watching this, I'm thinking that she's the villain, and her kids are gonna come out on some demon shit. And if you look at how she's standing here with the star,
with like the dark, you know, anime when like the dark eyes.
Sing on the stage. No matter what the struggle we face, we just gotta keep constantly lying. It's so fun. There's a mental illness here.
What?
This is a licensed gynecologist, and he's not even taking into account her dialogue. He's just like, you know what? She's kind of cute. I like her straightforwardness. That shit's fire. I'm a fan. He's not taking into consideration the lunacy that's going on right now. And then after this whole little rooftop scene, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna deliver your child. And this is sort of where I guess you could say shit started to turn a little bit. Because we go months, her delivery day comes. It's the night she's probably gonna give birth, and I understand they have to put him in this position to allow this show to continue. But I'm not operating in the fashion that he did. He goes outside for a second. He gets run up on middle of the night.
What?
He pulls up. Are you Ai Hoshino's doctor? She's using a fake name. So obviously this burglar should not have any information on who and where this woman is because she's been moving and operating very stealthily.
Yeah, incognito.
Pregnancy. The doctor thinks he's like one of the cops for a second and tries interrogating the dude. You're pulling up on me, brother. What's your name? Because I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Do you want me to chase you instead of calling the cops? Is that what you want me to do? Do you want me to chase you instead of going back to protect this woman? So then the bandit's off in the night, and this gynecologist thinks he's fucking Robin Hood or something. I don't even know.
I mean, just like
the cliff, gets snuck up on. I mean, this was just poor execution.
Bro, what?
This bandit just knocks his ass off. It was a planned attack. So once he's off the cliff, that's when it was really solidified. Like, okay, now he's gonna be born as one of her twins. So he's reborn. He has capital star in his eyes with his twin sister. They're keeping this all from the public, and their mother is now trying to get reintegrated back into her profession with the whole idol thing. And she started performing that song when he was watching the TV. That shit was bumping. She was killing it. I was like, okay.
I finally kind of get it.
Type of shit, and I was a fan. So his sister got reincarnated as well. And I'm at the point where I'm assuming that it was the girl that was sick, and that they had a connection with this pop star, and they were both reincarnated together. All in all, at the end of the day, it ends up being her. And then we pan to the bandit in his lair with all of
this guy is just like
typical loser activity.
Typical
like people like this
stalker.
And I'm noticing it now. Oh,
Jesus,
this
bro.
Is crazy foreshadowing. I didn't even know this shit. Right after they showed his little scene, they pan to this object on her shelf, and now that I'm like looking back at it, knowing how everything goes down, I'm like, damn.
Wait, what's that?
Some crazy shit.
Wait, what's that?
For the first time.
I don't know. What?
No, so our doctors try to be morally sound and not do any breastfeeding antics.
Wait, I'm sus. What is that?
But this other girl doesn't even care. She'll suckle all day. And you know what? Actually, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not. I was gonna say something. I don't think it's the right direction to go here. But the manager's wife, who's taking care of them, as their fake mother is now having a mental breakdown because she can't do the shit anymore. She's like, you know what? I'm just gonna expose these niggas straight up. I don't need this. I need the money. But Aqua and Ruby would think of some brilliant idea to interrogate her as if they've been possessed by like facial deities. I'd like to inform you that I'm a divine messenger. Of course, the lady can't believe the shit.
Bro, she actually believe it, right?
English to her right now. Ruby, please get off the table. That's dangerous. Bitch, get that fucking hand away from me. I'm an incarnation of Amaterasu. From my parts, they actually call me a god. And if you don't agree to our terms, we're gonna send your ass to the Shadow Realm. Straight to the Shadow Realm, bitch ass. And you know they trick her, believing that there's some higher beings that were taking over, convincing her that she'll get a better husband if she just takes care of them, does whatever they say, and is an actual mother to them for the most part. And we're about 30 minutes in, and rewatching it over now as I'm talking about it, I'm seeing things that I understand a lot more now that I didn't at this point in the episode.
I don't understand that reference.
Impressed at this point. I'm enjoying myself, but nothing really popped off till like that back half of this episode. And their mom is basically kind of experiencing like a fall off arc, and she's trying to figure out ways to like excel and make more money because it's not cutting it. And they secretly bring her children to one of her concerts. They start turning up.
Oh yeah. This was the clip I seen.
This where I was like, okay,
yeah, this was the clip that I seen. Yeah.
I would say that the whole idea of the show sort of starts at like the 40-minute mark. When she gets this new opportunity for a TV show, and Aqua is having normal ass dialogue with one of the directors, and they're chopping it up a little bit.
Go.
To me, I'm perceiving Aqua as 3 years old. He's having intellectual dialogue.
Yeah, he's literally have like.
So this director must have been high on some shit.
Yeah, I mean like.
If I'm talking to a 3-year-old like this, I may get the government involved.
Ooh, sassy.
I would think he's an alien.
Yeah, I mean,
really,
sassy.
like, exchanging information.
Bro, it would give me a business card, bro.
My next film because I like the way you operate. So
what?
And Aqua would be like, oh, straight up, man. Like we could do that for.
Bro.
They didn't care. But no, so their mom performs, does whatever. When she goes on TV, they barely showed any of her scenes. So you know Aqua has that.
Yeah, bro. He has that connection, you know. He has that network, bro.
You gave her like a second on the screen, nigga. Like what is up with that? See, Aqua, you have to understand in this business, when you're better than the lead, they're just gonna want to cut you out because they're not looking for you. You're not the poster child of the operation. So they can't have you doing better than the lead because then the show's value just won't be there. You understand what I mean? I like this guy a lot.
Wow.
Like, he is just a cool ass dude. And it's a kind of a cool relationship to see.
The dynamic?
He says that he will get another role if Aqua will star in it. That's the only way because he sees potential. They go to set. They see this little girl who's like some actress protege who could cry within 10 seconds. I could make that shit 3. My fist is cocked back. You know what I'm saying? Like she's really like aggravated me right now.
she's giving off that annoying vibe. Yeah.
Get out.
She got that annoying vibe about it.
Like, she's upset that they got put on too late and that A and Aqua weren't even part of the original film. She starts talking shit about the mom. She's saying that her acting was so horrible that they were forced to cut her parts off of that last thing she was just in. See,
bro,
if I was Ruby and Aqua, that door frame would have an indent of that girl's head. That's all. Like she's not even looking at us right now. Especially if I had the mentality of them two. They are both super fans.
Yeah, they're fucking like
fans. That is their mother. So
obsessed with it and like keep
that mentality. And they're basically on set. They're supposed to be the scary kids, Aqua and this red-haired girl, and she's trying too hard. Okay, she's trying to be spooky, and this is how I know this Aqua nigga is going to be a problem in the future. He's spitting normal dialogue right now. He's instilling fear into this actress. This is a scripted scene. After the scene's done, she's like, Aqua, that was really good. You sent shivers down my spine.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna get to it. But I already know he's gonna be on some shit. And this girl actually needed this experience early on in her acting career because I know now she's gonna be great. This Wendy's looking girl. The scene in tears, bawling her eyes out because he was just better. But I'm glad she admitted it though. She was like, he was just straight up better than me, and I can't have that be the case.
Look at that confidence.
Character development for her. Again in the future. Their film basically went #1 on Billboard. Aqua went crazy in it, but their mom, however you say her name, she
AI, literally just ChatGPT,
was blowing up. And we get a little backstory of hers, how she got recruited. He basically was telling her it's okay to lie and constantly lie. You'll be fine. This is your job anyway. Which ended up being her downfall. Their mom has been in talks with meeting their dad. She's getting ready for the biggest performance of her life. Staples Center. Madison Square Garden type of thing.
Okay.
I knew that there was a twist going into this show.
I mean,
and I think this is why this part
the parent? Was it the father?
Off,
the father.
For this fucking part nonsense. But I feel like if I wasn't expecting any sort of twist whatsoever, I would have definitely probably been crying my eyes out a bit because they were hanging out at the house, knock on the door. There were
the father.
in his hand, so I thought it was the dad. He walks up to their house, same guy that killed the doctor.
Wait.
Same guy that's been obsessed with this lady.
Oh,
catches
no.
her off guard, stabs her in the stomach. And what really made this shit annoying.
Yeah.
Now I'm coming full circle to the sand because he is sitting here ripping her. He's the type of person that literally doesn't even know what's going on. He's just living in his own bubble. You treated us fans like we didn't exist. How you gonna say I love you, you're a fucking liar. You had kids. I just can't believe this shit. This is an atrocity to everyone. All of your fans.
What?
She is bleeding out. She is like really talking down on herself. She's like, I'm dishonest, I'm dirty.
This is really like tell about like the Twitch,
to please
like
everyone. And while I didn't
my God,
necessarily believe that I loved, I told the lies in hopes that I would eventually love these people.
like the parasocial relationship.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bro.
This is jokes now at this point. Because if I'm in this guy's position and I see this girl holding her hand out to me bloody and all after I just stabbed her in the stomach.
Yeah, I mean,
about, even now after you just did that, I still want to love you.
Well,
I would have been like, damn. I would check myself into the police.
But of course he wouldn't do that. I mean,
into a mental institute. But I wouldn't even be mad at them if they just put me in straight up prison, lock me away. If I was standing there experiencing this first. And it was so sad when he was like, your ass probably doesn't even remember me. Like, you're Ryosuke-kun, aren't you? I was actually very ecstatic when you got me that Star Sand thing as a present. I still have it on my shelf to this day.
Wow.
Especially now that I'm looking back at it and she did have it on her shelf. I'm upset about that.
Wow.
He's like, oh, what the fuck, nigga?
Wow.
He probably thought his ass was dreaming because there was just no way that all happened. And he bolts out of the house. Aqua's trying to call the cops. I thought the girl, the twin sister, was gonna die though. From like the beginning of this whole thing, because a lot of the focus was put onto Aqua and their mother. And
the foreshadowing,
sort of like the third string in all of it. So I thought that this maniac was gonna pull up on them. Maybe A was gonna try and protect them, but then Ruby would die in the process. And like the shots that they were getting of the hair and like the wrinkles in their skin, kind of emphasizing how like distraught they were.
Emotional turmoil.
I don't know what studio this is. And what really got me is when she was talking to her manager before, she was saying how she never said I love you and she would love to say it one day. And she said initially, there was another point in there where she said she doesn't want to say it and then not feel the emotions. That's what she was scared of. And she never said I love you to them in their 3 years of living up until this very moment. And
damn.
She's like, I love you. Saying out loud, she's like, yep, that was real.
Damn.
Like, I felt that. And that
oh my God.
That was sad as hell. Oh my goodness. His mom's like body.
Jesus.
Just there with all the strands of hair. Her
I mean,
star,
like
her eyes
the artist, the artist drawn.
And you see the star in his eyes go like kind of black from that white glisten to like a very dark
he become like Sasuke.
Very well. So in a couple days go by, they're both depressed. He's like, Ruby will probably bounce back from this because she's just a very wholehearted person. But me, if I's not in this world, then like what is? And then he has a realization. He's like, hold the fucking phone. He's like, if the stalker and the dude who killed me are the same person, why on earth did he find out where the hospital was? And why the fuck did he pull up to the house? But then he's like, oh damn, that's our father, who's probably in the same industry. And this is the birth of the new anime villain. You know, welcome.
Whoa, okay.
I don't know if my mic's welcome, but he's gonna get revenge, and I guess this is gonna be a whole revenge story of him climbing the industry. The visuals behind this scene alone, with him like awakening his inner starlight, that shit was hard. He awakened that demon in him. And you already know this kid's gonna be reckless when he's in the school attire, because if you notice, Lelouch, Light, and Koji,
all of that,
they always do their bidding in their school attire. And you could see he even has the haircut for it. That's the I'm plotting to take over the world type of haircut. You know he's on a mission to kill his father, presumably. He's definitely catching more bodies. He's about to be on his Joe Goldberg shit. That's my guess with it. Because the way
I totally did not expect that it was like that.
That's not the smile of a single, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like he has nothing to lose. And we get a little glimpse of the red hair.
Oh yeah, that girl.
Grown up as an adult. So I'm sure she's out in the field acting, doing whatever. And then he awakens his Mangekyo.
Yeah, of course.
And then the show. So I don't know what sneaky shit he's gonna be pulling now. I don't know how he's gonna be. I'm scared. He may go insane. Kind of work his way up.
My man is
by taking people out. From what I've seen, this show is sort of supposed to be a representation of how the industry is in real time.
Yeah, like
so
it really like
definitely
mirror it.
See like their interpretation of it, and if it actually holds up to be as real as it is supposed to be, and all that. And again, the animation team behind this shit, phenomenal. I'm not even gonna. Gotta give them their credit. All the glistenings. The
like at first, I was kind of like pretty disinterested, and then like the twist, just like the twist.
The show's name is The Star or A Star. It was an unexpected good first episode. And when I finished that first episode,
that was the first episode,
again, I think
bro.
It would have hit me harder if I didn't know that there was such like a big twist coming, you know. But it still like interested me enough to where I was like,
I mean, she was in the cover. You would expect that she was to be alive, but this is the first episode.
And then I'll talk about it, I guess, when it's done. Initial rating, I'm gonna give it an 8 so far. It's definitely got potential though. People are saying anime of the year potential.
I haven't actually watched it. I really should though.
And everything. And they're talking highly of it. I don't know where his sister plays into this because he really seems like the main character here by miles. But who knows? Maybe she's on some same timing as him.
Maybe she's going to betray him.
Kill this dude. Or she has a different idea as to who it is. I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
It leaves a lot of questions in the air of which direction this show can go. I do like that a lot. But
But damn, that was an interesting take. Like what a twist. Like at first I was like really thought that like the anime was kind of meh. Like then the twist happened. Oh, like the guy, like the brother, man, he just radiated that energy like from one of my bunch of favorite anime like Code Geass, Lelouch, like Death Note, Light Yagami, and Classroom of the Elite, Ayana Koji. Man, my man just he also radiated energy because like just like he said like every like anti-hero that I mentioned, like, they do that shit in their school attire, like really, bro, like oh my god. Anyway, that's the end of it. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to watch my exclusive reaction to anime, movies, TV shows, check out my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching. It's been your boy Neonz. Goodbye.